Hello everyone, I am Rinku, working as an assistant professor in Department of Management in RPIT Technical and Medical campus. Today we are discuss about the topic that is features of perception. Perception involve many attribution, but there are three most recognition feature of perception, including consistency, grouping, particular the justice principle, and the contrast effect. First, consistency. In term perception, consistency refers to the capability of one and more perceptual system in identify the same objective among a sea of sensory input. For example, a coin look circle and when held in face on, and the alphabetic is the held showing in the side. But consistency enable to the us to identify the objective as a coin even if held either way. Without consistency, we may perceive one subject as a different sensory input if this is sensed in a different angle, degree, intensity, or frequently. Perception capability of the perceptual system of to recognize to some objective from the widely varying sensory input. The perceptual system is the brain achieve perceptual consistency in variety of ways, each specialization of kinds of information being processed. Another consistency including the melody, odor, brightness, and other words. Next, grouping. Grouping is a feature of perception. The followers the principle primarily processed by the gestalt psychologist. The principle of grouping we are formulating to analyze the natural human perception of objective as an organization and in pattern. In the six gestalt grouping principle including like proximity, similarity, closure, good continuation, common fate, and good form. The principle of grouping are set of principles in psychology, first proposed by the Gestalt psychologist to explain how human naturally perceive objective as an organized pattern and the objective. Gestalt psychologists are argued thereby the principle exists because the mind has innate dispute of the perceived pattern in the stimulus based on the certain rule. These are principles are organized into six categories. Third feature is context effect. A contrast effect refers to the increase and decrease in perception to as related of the normal intensity, degree, frequency, or other attribute. So-called normal perception is based on previous experience of the person. For example, and John Locke, 17th century philosopher, was the among the earliest scholars who observed the contrast effect. Spot thereby touch a cup A with the hot water. According to him, in the water cup B and can perceive as hot, but the lukewarm water would be feel cold if any had previously touched a cup of the cold. These are the context effect. A common finding across many different kind of perception is the that perceived quality of objective can be affected by the qualities of context. If one objective has extreme as some dissemination, the neighbor objective are perceived as further away from the extreme. Effect of the experience with the experience organism and can learn to make finer perceptual distinction and the learn new kinds of categorization. Empirical research show as the specify practices such as a yoga, mindfulness, tai chi, and meditation and other mind-body discipline can modify human perceptual model. These are the different types of features of perception in psychological term. Okay class.